Hello everyone! How long have you been waiting for this? Probably not that long. You're probably watching these in repetition. Well, just like to say welcome to this episode. I think we're on episode 23. Oh my god, that is quite a lot. How are you doing? I am doing fantastically. I am just really excited, and I'll tell you why. That guy right there. I don't know if you full screen the video. You should probably full screen just for added effects and to make me feel emotionally more complete. But that right there is some sort of goat creature. You know what we're going to do, right? Of course, it's raining right now. Don't know what that has anything to do with what I'm about to do, which is slay this creature and consume its corpse. So we're going to run down here. And actually, I guess I get to try something interesting. I'm wondering if I can actually light a fire in the rain. I have never tried that, so that'll be interesting to see if it even works, actually. For now, we're gonna sprint down here like Usain Bolt and put this goat out of its misery. Don't worry, I'll be gentle. Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da. Hello, goat. How are you doing today, goat? No, goat, don't walk away from me. Don't walk away from me when I'm speaking to you, goat. I want to look directly into your gaping maw. How are we gonna end its life today? All right. Well, here's the goat in question. No, goat. Don't move. All right. I'm sorry, goat, but I'm gonna shoot your tongue off. Apparently, goats are stronger than zombies. That's a good thing to note. And apparently, they can't run either. Where you going, little buddy? Where you running to, baby? I'm sorry, but you can't run from me. No mercy. Alright. So, let's make sure that... Is that a cow? Oh, I am eating nicely tonight. Okay, first off, let's zoom out because this is just awkward to look at. Let's gut this animal. And it's a very quick process. And if we actually look at its body, and it actually tells us, we actually have 3 meat steaks instead of 1. So we have more than necessary in order to survive. Let's drop some chem lights. We're not going to need any of those. AKM mag, not necessary. And the 2-round slug, drop that as well. And let's actually close our bag. And you know what? Let's throw these all in our main inventory and pick up everything we just dropped that we need. 30-round AK, sure, why not? DMR mag, not really necessary. Take the MP5 mag. Well, I guess we could use the DMR. Yeah, let's grab that anyways. Okay. So now we have all of that. Before I run over and end that cow's life, let's build a fire. So what we're going to do is make a fireplace. Of course, I need wood. That would be the logical thing, right? Before you can set things on fire, you need things to burn. Don't tell that to the pyromaniac who tried to burn down my house. Let's sprint upright. I've heard some suggestions I should remap my keys to another button. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm probably just gonna mess it up anyways. I'm just absolutely horrible. What'll happen is I will be in a death trap. I will be being chased by just hordes and hordes of zombies. And I'll try and deke them out and hop over a fence and not realize that I had remapped my key to the C button. Oh, schnitzel. That zombie is way out of line right there. I don't think he'll hear me though. Because of the rain, it dampens noise levels, which is just fantastic. Anyways, what was I saying? Something important. Actually, not really. Oh, if I remap the keys, I will just press the button and not realize I remapped it to something else, and in my panic state, die. So I think it's just more efficient to not do that. Alright, so what I'm doing right now is I'm actually running into a forested region. And you need to be in a forested area to cut down trees. And you also need to be next to a tree. So let's see if this is a forested region right here. We're going to harvest some wood right here. And this is apparently not a forest. So let's venture over here to a larger clump. The rain has finally stopped. That's delightful. Sprint into here. And try and chop one of these guys down. Choppy, choppy, choppy. Inventory room, come on. Alright, you know what, let's eat some din din. And drink some soda pop. Alright, now let's harvest wood. Thank you. Finally. Okay. We now have wood. I really shouldn't be... Oh, damn it. I really shouldn't be running this direction. I actually want to run this way. But for now, let's stop and cook our meat. Roast it to a nice level of rotisserie. So let's click our matches, make our fireplace. Now we're going to actually have to make our fireplace and then light it. It's a two-step process. So I don't know why that information is really necessary for me to disclose, but you heard it here first. Let's light the fire. There we go, and we got a nice pretty fireplace and a decent smoke plume, but you can't really see it from any range. Now we're going to cook some meat. And he's just going to move his hands awkwardly over a fire, and it's going to be cooking the meat apparently, which makes no sense to me. So now we have 3 pieces of meat, and what these meat pieces are actually going to do is increase our health by 800. So what you see is 8,099. Eat that. And 8,899. So cooked meat is amazing. It's one of the most awesomest things of awesome. And that's what I wanted to show you 20 episodes ago. 20 episodes ago when I tried to demonstrate how to survive on your own. The first thing that I wanted to do was find some beautiful, lovely creature that had just been frolicking about in the wilderness, end its miserable life, and then consume its corpse. That's all I wanted to do. There are apparently 7 zombies on the map. Am I alone on this server? I think that's a first. 1, 2... Don't know where any of the other ones are. 3. There's 4. Oh my goodness, I must be alone on the server. That's sort of scary. Alright. I am alone in this gigantic, desolate place. That's... Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel. Okay. You know what that means. We all know what that means, right? Oh, you know what that means? I just realized. I was going to say something sarcastic, but now I actually have something cool and interesting to say. We may be able to find vehicles. What? As long as someone hasn't, like, saved them somewhere awkward. No, yes. Alright. This episode has now changed from cooking meat to finding a vehicle and driving it around like a lunatic. We found that truck earlier. That truck was depressingly stuck. I want to know how it got in there. People are saying hackers, and that's probably true, and that depresses me a lot. I will say one thing, though. I will say one thing about the hackers. Of course, I'm against hacking of all sorts, you know. I don't want hacking in these games because it ruins all the fun. It really takes away from all the enjoyment you can have from this game. And, of course, you know, hackers are assholes. But what I will say about hackers is that some of them are freaking terrifyingly amazing. Some of them are amazing. Just stunning, stunning people. I was playing a game earlier, and alright, I'm going to skirt around these houses. Don't want to attract attention. I was playing a game earlier, and I was playing it, and there was a hacker somewhere around me. And I could tell this because I kept seeing someone appear and disappear. And he didn't see me at first. He didn't know I was there. I was being very stealthy. I was just sneaking around, being my, you know, very stealthy self, because that's what you've seen demonstrated in all of these videos. Shut up, that's what you've seen. That's what you've seen. Okay. I was being very stealthy. I was being very stealthy, sneaking around. No one could see me. No one could see me. It was fantastic. It was like high school all over again. And then he noticed me. And I got sort of terrified because he just stopped and he stared. So I tried to shoot him, and I shot him like 8 or 9 times. But did he die? No. He didn't die. He teleported away. He disappeared. I didn't see no Max is dead. Nothing. None of that happened. What? Is that a zombie? That is the best running form of a zombie I've ever seen. My God, look at him run. Professional sprinter. Oh, don't wave around. Oh, my God. And you say I'm a bad shot. You say I am a bad shot. Suck it, world. Okay. Now that I have killed him and not attracted any attention, perfect. We will continue on our way. I should probably figure out where the hell I am and finish my story. I believe I am on the outside of Electro. Oh, nope. Go prone. Alright. My story must continue. So, I was playing, and this guy teleported when I tried to kill him. And naturally, I think the first reaction, probably the best reaction, would have been to just log off and be like, I'm done. I am done. I am not going to be killed by this dude. I do not want to die. That would have been the smart reaction. But for me, you know, I was curious. That's how we all are in this game. We want to figure out, like, who the hell this guy is. And what do you think he is? Teleporting around and just being obnoxious like that. So I start chatting. I start asking in the game, you know, who are you? What are you doing? Why do you want to take my life? Even though he hadn't shot at me yet. I was nervous. I was very scared. It was a terrifying experience. And then I saw him teleport. Or I think I saw him teleport. I saw a flash. At this point, I'm doing this. With my, like, 2 sensitivity mouse. I am actually swinging it all the way across the table. I'm doing this because I'm like, where is he? Where is he? And I see him appear and disappear. Appear and disappear. And I was panicking. And then all of a sudden, I see, like, a little thing come up. A little voice indicator, and I hear like he was breathing into his mic. And at that point I was just the bricks were coming out of my butt. I was shitting bricks. It was just a horrific experience. I started running, screaming my lungs out like I do normally. They were very childish, womanish screams. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm not ashamed to admit that my vocal cords go that high. And eventually he appeared he teleported right in front of me and he killed me instantly. And that is my like one real time I had an interaction with a hacker. And it it was terrifying. Of course, I don't want to condone... Wait, do I want to... Does the word condone... Is it negative or positive? Shows what I know. I don't like hacking. Hacking doesn't help any game. And especially in a game like this, when you work so hard to get all your equipment. Of course, I die so often that it doesn't really matter to me. But I know there are other people who play this game very, very intensely. And to lose everything like that sucks. So I do feel their pain. And I really wish that people would stop hacking, or at least they'd figure out how to block it. Because right now, of course, it's a mod, right? So it's a little more difficult to, at least I would think it's a little more difficult to sort of stop these sort of things. But I'm sure as time progresses, we'll see a decrease in hackers. Though I would, I don't know. I guess I'm really looking forward to playing like asymmetrical zombie apocalypse games. Like, oh well, Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead is pretty good, but I can't really relate it to this. This is not meant to be played as something just for fun. This is meant to be taken as a serious game. So I feel them. I feel their pain. I feel their hardship. All right, so we are running past this little village right here. My dude is tired as balls. I'm going to try and see if there are any sort of bicycles up on this lighthouse. There are usually bicycles there. I think a boat can also spawn near this lighthouse. And across it on the other side, up on top of this mountain, there's actually an ATV, but it's going to be incredibly hard for me to get up there. So I think when I go for another bicycle ride, I think everyone would enjoy that. So let's scoot around the edges right here and avoid these zombies. Avoid the zombies. Try and get up that hill there. I'm actually not sure if anything spawns in the lighthouse. I don't believe the lighthouse is a spawn location for anything. And I sort of feel like it should be. I feel like there should be something special about a lighthouse. Something that makes it more desirable to be a location used for defense. Be very careful sprinting across that. Oh, come on! Come on! Alright, this is round number 2. This is where I show off my CS skills. Ready? Stop! Exhaling slowly! Nope, that missed. Oh, baby! Oh, damn it! I was gonna sing a song there, but I didn't know what to sing. I didn't know what to sing. All right, can of pasta, which is the only thing I know how to cook. Ramen, baby, ramen. Let's get up this hill, see if we can find a boat or a bicycle. This area, actually, I really like this area just on, I believe that would be, what, the west coast or east coast? That'd be the, well, no, it's the southern coast. The east side of Cherno is what I'm trying to say. I really like this side because there's actually so many vehicles that can spawn here, making it a prime location for sheer joy, which is the feeling you get when you find stuff like vehicles. There's nothing funner than spending 2.5 hours running across a map only to find this dingy little bicycle and ride it like a lunatic. Alright. Let's hop up on this hill, and is there a bicycle? Nope. Nope. Doesn't look like it. That's sort of disappointing. Now let's see. I believe the bicycle would spawn right here, so I don't see it. Let's poke our Let's poke our head down here and see if we can see the boat. Boat should spawn near these rocks. This little outcrop over here. Not sure if it spawns in between the rocks or does it spawn outside. I don't believe the boat is here either. That's depressing. That's sort of saddening. I guess we have to continue with our journey. We're gonna find a vehicle today, I promise. We're on an empty server. There have to be vehicles. Of course, I've said this hundreds of thousands of times. The only times I find vehicles are when other people have them and they're trying to either kill me or hack. I'm sorry, I'm raging. I apologize. Rage is not necessary. Rage is not necessary. I need to calm down. This game has made me incredibly violent. Every time I see things. And this game used to be, like, way worse, too. Back in the day of side channel, or side chat, when everyone would post, "Hey, are you in Cherno? Anyone going to Cherno? Hey, dudes, I'm going to Cherno. Can anyone help me in Cherno?" Back in those days, it was just enraging to have someone come up to you, yell out friendly repeatedly as he approached you, and then you thinking, alright, he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. His name is Stan. His name was Stan. How could he not be a cool guy? And it turns out he's a bandit. And of course, you being a new player, not realizing that he has this crazy different skin, wondering, hey, where'd you get that skin? How do you do that? And then him shooting you in the face. I don't know where this story is going. I just have a lot of pent-up rage. So, there is another spawn point right here for a car. There's a little road that runs down here right beside this bridge. Let's see if you can find anything there. Scouring this area. And I've actually received some messages talking about going north and how it's not really beneficial for a new spawning player to go north. Oh my god. Go north. There we go. It's not beneficial for a new player to go north. And, you know, I disagree. I play a lot in the southern areas of this game. Mainly because, you know, not just because it's a great place to be. I don't know what that was. I had the pain in my chest there. No, not just because it's a great place to, like, play around, but mainly because, you know, this is where most of the action happens, and I want to have this game be action-packed. I don't believe this is drivable. Dang it. I want you guys to enjoy yourselves while watching the vids, rather than just sitting around and wondering when the hell he's going to die. You know? So, I don't head north like that. But what I will say is heading north is a very viable aspect. It's a very, very effective technique to use in your survival. It's actually probably better to head north than to head to these cities. Now, of course, you can equip much more quickly. I think you can equip much more quickly, and if you're lucky, you can get a lot of ridiculous equipment by venturing through cities. There's no doubt about that. That's just because, you know, everything is placed so close together. But of course, you're taking the risk of... Go crouched here. You're taking the risk of running into bandits, accidentally summoning a gigantic horde of zombies on your head, all that stuff. What happens when you head north is that you get way less bandits, which is honestly the real threat in this game. You get way less bandits, and you get some very decent locations for spawns, for weapons and other items. One of my favorite places to go and check out are farmhouses. Farmhouses are great. They always seem to have something useful. And though they may not have... Thought I heard a zombie there. Though they may not have, you know, the most stunning or amazing equipment. Oh, hello. Couple out on a neighborhood walk. 14 zombies, are you kidding me? I'm not here to do anything. I just want a bike. Alright. I just want a bike, guys. All I want is a bicycle. A bicycle. Oh. Alright. What was I saying? Farmhouses. I love farmhouses. I think farmhouses are one of the greatest places to search for things, especially if you're a new player and you're not used to the game. And, you know, I see a lot of people saying, I can't play this game, it's too hard, everyone kills me. And they're always in Cherno, they're always in Electro, sometimes in Zelenogorsk. And, you know, it just comes down to, you gotta find out that there are places up north that can be very effective, very useful for your survival. And farmhouses are one of the greatest places to check. Now, of course, as you move north, there are other areas you can check. It's not just farmhouses. There are, you know, there are the lookout towers, the deer stands. And those are also amazing places to check out because they always have, not always, but they usually have very useful heavy weaponry. And so, you know, I don't understand why I get this question. You know, it's a valid question, especially for someone who hasn't moved north. I think just moving north, it's sort of that, like, darkness, right? You're scared of your closet when you're a child because there are monsters in there. But the only reason you think there are monsters in there is because you haven't checked it out. And you can't check it out while you're asleep, right? That's the same with the north. You go up north, and it's actually not as terrifying as it originally seems. And I don't think I demonstrated it enough in these videos, so I think I really should head north a little bit more. Man, my dude is just, he is drained. He has been running a marathon. Sneak across this train track. Now, there are 2 possible spawning locations for vehicles here. Holy, 29 zombies. Am I the only player here? Really? 29 zombies for one dude. Come on, man. I just want a bicycle. Alright. 2 spawning locations in this area. My God, I feel like they're all around me. This is where my nervousness starts breaking. Oh, no! Don't cry. Don't cry, Danish. Come on. Pull it together, buddy.